The discovery of insulin in 1921 by Frederick Banting was one of the greatest medical discoveries in history. This allowed people, mostly children, with type 1 diabetes to be able to stay alive. Throughout the past century, the tools used to help cope with type 1 improve every day. Currently, doctors and researchers are working on developing an artificial pancreas. Type 1 diabetes is developed when the body's immune system destroys islet cells that produce insulin in the pancreas. Therefore, the human body cannot produce the necessary insulin. Studies that use A1C to predict the progression to diabetes demonstrated a strong continuous association between A1C and subsequent diabetes. Hence, diabetes may be diagnosed based on A1C criteria. A1C is a test that measures the level of hemoglobin A1C in the blood as a means of determining the average blood sugar concentrations for the preceding 2 to 3 months. Type 1 diabetes is currently a chronic disease, meaning it is incurable, but every day we fight for a cure. With help from the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, better known as the Jdrf, efforts are being made to bring us one step closer to finding a cure. Today, some children have to take up to 3 insulin shots a day in order to keep going, and check their blood sugar constantly, meaning they have to prick their fingers. Other more convenient mechanisms are in place now as well, such as the insulin pump. Although there is all this, life with diabetes is certainly difficult, and it takes all these materials to keep them alive. This is not the way a normal child should have to live their life. Did you know that over 200,000 people aged 20 or below are living with type 1 diabetes, and that 40,000 are diagnosed a year? For people with type 1 diabetes, luck does not seem to be on their side. Between 2001 and 2009, there was a 21% increase in the youth diagnosed. During this time period was when my sister Sarah was diagnosed. Just before her 5th birthday in February of 2002, her and my family's life was altered forever when we heard the news that she was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. With assistance from a neighbor whose child was also diagnosed with type 1, we discovered the Jdrf. For over 10 years, my sister has been an advocate for them, being a part of Children's Congress, speaking in front of hundreds of donors at the annual Jdrf Gala, and most importantly, attending the Walk to Cure Diabetes. We have walked for 14 years, raising over $20,000 each year, and getting more and more soldiers to be a part of her team, Sarah Soldiers. However, she does not let this disease affect her in the slightest. She lives a normal life like everyone else, playing ice hockey, hanging out with friends, and going to college. She was a straight-A student throughout high school, and with this, earned a full ride to NC State University on an academic scholarship. Now is where we ask for your help. Help your fellow classmates or colleagues end their suffering of this awful disease. Help by donating. Help by fundraising. Help by walking. But most importantly, help me and the Jdrf turn type 1 into type none.